Well, it is Salam Media keeping you company this Ramadan, and it is the Iftar drive as we head towards Iftar. And I know in my part of the world in Benoni, Iftar is at 4 minutes past 6 p.m. this afternoon. So we've got just under half an hour to go before we end of the show with the Adhan that will signal the end of day 13 of this month of Ramadan. We still have got our Nasiha coming through, and our Nasiha will be with Maulana Fakhruddin Owaisi, lecturer at the Medina Institute in Cape Town. But before that, Humanitarian Hour, and it is amazing the amount of work that people are doing right across the length and the breadth of South Africa. Many organizations, NPOs, NGOs doing wonderful work, and this is what we are showcasing this Ramadan to highlight the wonderful work that organizations and individuals, people are doing. And in this Humanitarian Hour, we are going to be talking shortly with Hawa Musa from the Tawwun Fi Institute, which was established in 2019 after Hassim and Hawa saw the need to look after the four classes of citizens, which are made up of children, youth, middle-aged men, and women, and senior citizens. Now, this institute, which was founded in around 2020, saw the need to introduce a 10 pillars as the focus of the Taawun Fi, which is called ATFA, the 10 pillars, and we'll be talking about them. And right now, we're going across to be joined by Sister Hawa Musa. Sister Hawa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khairan so much for joining us this afternoon and on the Humanitarian Hour. And we trust and hope, Sister Hawa, that you are enjoying the blessings of this beautiful month of Ramadan, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, Allah shukr. We are blessed.
Right, let's talk about the Al Tawun Institute and just take us back. I mentioned just very briefly what the organization is all about. Just a bit of history, Sister Hawa. What prompted you and those who had established the organization, and what have you done since?
We started in 29, humble beginnings during the struggles of COVID. We picked up that our neighbors, our community is struggling with your basic needs like sanitation, basic meals. The struggles was real. Soup kitchens was not keeping up. We are based in the south of Johannesburg, which is Innerdale. Innerdale is a hidden away community that hardly gets much recognition and assistance as well as support. And we started cooking from our home and the park that is close by in Extension 9, where we used to stay back then. And from there, our little soup kitchen that used to feed the neighbors of about 30 to 50 children firstly, then grew to adults coming through. Senior citizens also sending their containers with a message. And this is then people that we knew and interacted with daily. So we couldn't stop from there and just noticed that the need is really there. We went from just cooking at the park to the Extension 9 Civic Center, where now we are feeding over 300 to 500 meals on every second day or so.
Well, Sister Hawa, as you mentioned, humble beginnings and a little known Annadale, but this is exactly what we at Salam Media are intending to do during this month of Ramadan, is to highlight and to showcase organizations like yourselves that sometimes people may know very little about, and this is the reason why it is so important to provide the type of coverage to organizations like yourself, and also at the same time highlighting the wonderful work that you are doing. Now, take us through the 10 pillars that I have been given in this brief write-up with regards to the organization. What 10 pillars are you referring to as the Al Taawun Fi?
Our organization is not looking at only feeding communities, because we believe that feeding, yes, alhamdulillah, does sustain you and give you the strength to then carry out what we our goal really is, which is then to do some skills development. We would like to offer our community skills and empower them to a level where they are able to sustain themselves. And in the meantime, we are offering humanitarian aid. We have also a few CETA accredited courses like computer courses and basic administration courses that would enable our community to go out and seek jobs in this difficult time. We know that a matric certificate is not enough. They want to see a diploma or a certificate attached to what they have, like on a matric certificate. We also have a program that strengthens and supports our vulnerable senior citizens who are normally sitting at home and not doing much. So we have specific programs for our seniors. We have dawah classes and an imam empowerment program that we are hosting. We're also in the process of building a Jamaat Khana in our community, where that recently was established in Enadale Extension 4, Lakeview side, behind the Lenmed, the Texina Hospital. There's no masjid that is within close proximity of the informal settlement. We also have youth programs to keep the youth occupied and off the streets. We have women empowerment projects to try and assist them in trying to generate an income. We have a project where we are raising funds to build a community library because both the libraries in Enadale is currently closed. We have exchange programs where we have partnered with organization in Europe that is looking at taking South Africans over to Europe and providing them with accommodation and education. We also have a scholarship and international community uniting program where Muslims from South Africa then go over to Europe and live in Europe for like a year to 8 months should they meet the criteria that is noted. That's our 10 pillars.
Well, Alhamdulillah, in fact, it sounds very, very encouraging, very, very promising. Let's just talk about funding and, the how is the organization funded, and also, I suppose, using this month of Ramadan to appeal for much needed funds, Sister Hawa.
We currently have funding that is non-stable. We don't have a stable income that we can say every month this amount is coming into our organization. We basically live on whatever Allah provides for that month. We are appealing out to our Muslim community to reach out and please try and assist us and support us in our goal to achieve what we have set out to do.
Yes, and I see that you do have a website as well, Sister Hawa.
Yes, we do have a website, and the website address is www.tawwunfi.org.za.
Yes, inshallah. And we do encourage people to go onto your website to look at, I suppose, there must be information on the activities, on what the organization is all about, and all of that information as well. But even more importantly, the banking details for people wanting to donate to the organization and to the wonderful work that you and your team are doing, Sister Hawa.
We thank you so much. Our banking details are available on request. It's a standard bank account, Tawwun Fi. It's a non-profit organization, and the Section 18 certificate is also available upon request.
Well, inshallah, we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you all the success as the organization. Allah also accept, Allah reward your efforts, Sister Hawa, yourself, and the rest of the team that is involved with you. And inshallah, Allah take you from strength to strength, inshallah. And I think more importantly, it is a humanity that touches us, and more so in this month of Ramadan, a month of universal brotherhood and sisterhood. And this is where we need to come to the party, for want of a better term, where we need to dig deep and inshallah contribute to all the worthy causes like the one at Taawun Fi as well. So all the best to you, Sister Hawa. Jazakallah for taking time out and talking to us. Remember us in your du'as as we will remember you and your team in our du'as as well, inshallah.
Ameen. Jazakallah so much to Salam Media for allowing us the opportunity. May Allah accept all your efforts and grant you most barakat. Ameen.
Ameen, ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sister Hawa Moses with us from the Tawwun Fi Institute. And that brings us straight on to 14 minutes to 6. Remember, in about 18 minutes' time, it's going to be the time of iftar. So we're going to go for a break. We'll come back and inshallah, we will be ready for the nasiha. And the nasiha this afternoon will be with Maulana Fakhruddin Owaisi, lecturer at the Medina Institute in Cape Town. And thereafter, it's going to be the dua and the adhan, which is around 4 minutes past 6 in my part of the world, possibly a minute here or there, difference between us here in Benoni and in Johannesburg. But yes, Maulana Fakhruddin Owaisi will take us through to the time of iftar, inshallah.